All right, what is good, you guys? It's your boy Bolo, and I am back again today with another tutorial. And man, I can really tell you guys really like when I do these Beatmaker 3 videos. So, Bolo! What I'm going to do today is I'm just going to make a beat, and I'm just going to address some issues that some of you guys have asked me about on Beatmaker 3. But one thing I'm probably not going to do is I'm not going to be using the internal audio on the iPad because for some reason it doesn't sync up, and I have tons of trouble trying to sync that stuff up for you guys. So I'm sorry if I don't do it this time, but I will put the beat at the end of the video so you guys can hear the beat in its entirety. So I'm just going to make a beat, just kind of go through some of the stuff that you guys asked me to do, and I'm going to do a little something a little special. I'm actually going to take an old beat that I made, some melodies from an old beat. It's probably going to be like a beat probably from like 2015 or something like that, maybe some older melodies, and I'm going to resample that into Beatmaker 3. I'm going to chop it up, and I'm just going to make a new beat to it. Let me know how it turns out. Before we do that, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, and please turn on those post notifications so you will know the next time I have another video available. Let's go ahead and get to the tutorial right now. Okay, quick note. Before we even start this video, I want to make a disclaimer. This is strictly for tutorial purposes. If you got a better way, go on YouTube, make a video. If I like it, I'll probably give you a thumbs up and I'll probably subscribe to your page. But if you're not doing this, stop trying to hate, man. Come on, man. Let a brother live. Okay, now that that's over with, let's go ahead and let's import a beat. One of the beats I have, I already kind of put it in here, but I'm going to show you guys how I did it. It's a difference between working with WAV formats and MP3 and AIFF formats, because if you have an MP3, it's going to be hard getting it in here. You still can get it in here, and you can convert it inside of here, but if you have a WAV, it's much easier if you have like tracks that you want to sample or whatever, or AIFF if you want to do it like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, what I did is I actually went into my Dropbox. I had a beat already pulled up. I went to export, and then it took me to where I can export it to, and I exported into Beatmaker 3, which now it is in Beatmaker 3. So now when I go into Beatmaker 3, I can go in here. I think it's saved to samples, I believe. Let me get out of here. Let me go into here. Let me go into samples, and actually, no, it actually put it into imports. So right there it is. It's actually in MP3 format. So when I click on it, it doesn't do anything. So what I have to do is I have to click on the three little dots right there, and it asks me, do I want to convert that beat into a WAV format? And yes, I do. So now it is in a WAV format where I can play it now. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go into the sampler, and there's two ways I can do this. I can either put it in the track and just edit it in the track mode, or I can put it into the sampler, because I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna chop it up a little bit. So let me go ahead and add the whole thing into the sampler. And what I want to do is I just want to get just the first part of this. So let me just play this so I can just get the first part. So let me just play that. All right, so sounds pretty cool. So let me go and edit that. And then as I'm going in here, I just want this one part. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this down. And I want to just get to the front to probably around right here, I believe. So let's see how that goes. Let me see here. So right here to that first hit, that's what I want to do. I'm going to trim that. And then now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of that edit mode, and I'm actually going to chop this sample up. Now, the first thing is you want to kind of find out what the tempo is. I already know the tempo. If you do a very good loop, you can actually find a tempo before you can calculate the tempo. Right now it's saying 80 you know, 3, but you want to put this down on like 16 or 8 bars. Saying 34. 16 is saying 68, and if we do 32, it's like 137, which the actual beat is 138 BPM. So that's close. That's pretty close. So let's change this to 138 BPM. Yeah, and I said I wasn't going to talk that much. Yeah, right. So now we want to slice this whole thing up. So we just go into slice mode, do auto slice. We're going to do it as split, and I don't think I need 16. I'm going to do mine in probably 8. That should be cool. We can either save it like that and assign it to pads, or we can just leave it exactly like that. And we just go out to the pad mode right here. And as you can see, it has the 1 sample here, but when we go into keys mode, it'll have the sample chopped up so we can hit it. And it'll be like I think it's like a one shot type of a thing to where the samples won't cross over. So when I play it, so it just works like that. It's real simple. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn live stretch on, and I'm going to put it on high performance. So if we want to speed and slow down the beat and whatever we got to do, we can do that. So now, since the original BPM is 138 and we have it on 90, let's see how it sounds now. So it sounds a lot slower, and everything is not pitched up and down or nothing like that. It sounds really good. So let's go ahead and speed this up to probably about 1. Let's do about 1. Let's do about 130. Let's just speed it up just a little bit to 130. So. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. I might just use that just for tutorial purposes. All right, so let's go ahead and make a beat with it. I'm not going to spend all day doing the beat with it. So let me just make a quick beat for it, see how all this can work out. So let's go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and record this in. I'm actually going to set this loop to be 8 bars. Swing sync at 1/8. Yeah, everything looks cool. 1/16 quantized, everything looks cool. So let's go back in here and let's chop this up. All right, sounds good. So let's go ahead and add some drums. Let's do an open hat. And of course, I don't play it like that. I use the roll function. All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and add a clap in here. So let's go ahead and put this clap. So you know what's next. We got to put a bass in here. And we have to find the key of this bass too. So let me put this in keys, let it play. And then what I do is I try to hit the higher octave so I can find, like, you know, the higher octave of the bass, and usually it'll get me very close to it. So let's play it. Oh, another thing is you want to put this, because if you go up and down on the key thing, if you got it on octave, it's going to shoot it up a whole octave. What you want to do is you want to put it on semitone so you can just kind of go up and down. So if I had it on octave, it'll do like this. We don't need that right now. Later on. So let's just do it on semitone. And let's just play it with the beat, and let's try to find out a key for it. All right, So sounds good. It's a root note right there. So let's go ahead and do a nice little bass pattern for it. Since I'm an MPC guy, I pretty much know what keys are what, and I usually have my root note always set right here. So let's go ahead and make it. All right, cool, that's good. Let's go ahead and add a kick to it. So I have my own like little kick that I like to use. That actually put in this drum kit. Alright, and now let me add a open hat to this. Let me go back into here. And I'm gonna do a little different pattern. I might just put it first, right when it hits. I actually want to put like a higher snare in there, so let me go in here and add a higher snare. Yeah. Probably. Alright, so pretty much the beat sounds pretty good. It's just for tutorial purposes. But what I'm going to do is, as you can see, it's already kind of like tracked all the way out. Well, it's not tracked out. But as you can see, I have it to where I can track it out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to repeat this a few times because it's just a loop, and I can always go back in and change whatever I need to change. And then now I'm just going to take out parts that I need and I don't need. So let me just do that real quick, and then we'll see how it turns out. All right, so got the beat pretty much patterned the way I want to have it. Sounds pretty cool. Let me take that out. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play you the mix, and the mix is going to come entirely from the iPad and Beatmaker 3. I'm not going to put it to any other program, so I'm actually going to try to mix these in my trusty headphones right here, if you can see them. These are the DT9000s, the Bear Dynamics. So I'm going to try to mix it in here, and y'all let me know. Let me know how it sounds. Let me know how the mix sounds. Please leave a like if you like it, and comment, and just let me know how the overall thing was. So hope this was very informative, and I hope you guys learned something from it. And if you did, hit that thumbs up, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button.